What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thanks for all your support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And I'm representing today. Wig splitter, workout, go sign up, join our movement, join our family, get in the best shape of your life, and win that 5 G's, man. Big Herc's been playing the victim. He's crying the blues. He's blaming everybody else for his social situation. Yeah, my last video got a lot of comments, man. A lot of people were saying I was playing the race card, and I'm blaming the white guy for why the black guy doesn't talk to me at the car show, and why don't I compare the blacks to the Asians and the Mexicans, because you know then there would be no justification for why they haven't succeeded and this and that. And man, everybody was all bent out of shape, man. All I said is black people, what's happening? And it had nothing to do with hating on white people, comparing ourselves to the Asians or Mexicans, me crying the blues, or saying I'm a victim. I'm saying quit making excuses. I'm telling other people that look similar to me that, man, you got to get off your ass and make it happen. And your actions are going to determine your future accolades. I mean, man, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. A lot of mistakes, man. You know, I was a straight A student. At one point in school, never missed a day in class, you know, unless I was really sick. You know, had dreams of doing things, you know, that were a lot different than how they turned out. But I made some mistakes. I made some choices. But it took me a long time to get to a point to where I could really rationalize why I made those choices. And then when I looked at the big picture, I realized that you couldn't help everybody. Not everybody was going to wake up. Not everybody was going to get the message. Not everyone wanted to change or make the effort to change or be different, which at that point meant that you could be ostracized. And so I make these videos not to try to bang on white people or to bang on, you know, different races or the institution of slavery and blaming why blacks don't have nothing because of slavery and you guys need to get over it. Hey, man, I'm not saying, you know, to sit around and feel pity for yourself and have a pity party. I'm saying that a handful of people, young people that watch these videos, will maybe be inspired to recognize that the path they're on is not the path to success, and that the choices they're making right now are going to affect their future outcome. And if they can see that and maybe recognize that they have more value in themselves, maybe they'll make better decisions. You know, a lot of people don't have any sense of self or any knowledge of value as far as maybe where they came from or what their you know, their lineage is about, and therefore they value life as, you know, nothing. You know, it's like when you have people who are in these areas where they're just shooting at each other and they don't care about whether or not they get shot or go into the pen, and it's like, man, if you knew what life was really about, if you knew that, but beyond this little street corner, there's so much opportunity, there's so much to really embrace, maybe you wouldn't be doing that dumb shit. You know, maybe you wouldn't think that life at, you know, 21, 22 if I make it, is great. But if I make it past that, so what? I mean, you would look at things differently. And those are the young people that I'm trying to reach to maybe break away from the lifestyle they're living so that they can have a better lifestyle. When I got shot at, I thought like, hey man, I'm super Herc now. You can't kill me. I'm invincible. My name's gonna ring through the streets now because I've been shot at, so I'm a G. That gave me a strike. You know how stupid that was? You know how ignorant that frame of mind was as far as thinking? But that's how I was thinking when I was 18. Oh, I got shot at. You can't kill me. I knocked the nigga out. You know what I mean? And he want to pull a gun. These dudes is busters. What's up? And I don't even know these dudes really. I never even sat down and had a bowl of top ramen with these cats, and they my enemies. For what? So the video wasn't about slavery. It wasn't about racism. It's about people doing dumb shit, and you need to wake up, man. You need to take a look at some of the things that maybe your forefathers or ancestors accomplished to give yourself more value of what you're doing, and look at how ignorant you're acting right now when you're doing things that are compromising your family and your friends. When I was in the pen doing 120 months, and I had an epiphany and a spiritual awakening and social awakening, and I'm looking around, I'm like, man, I played myself. I wasn't being a victim. Oh man, I'm a black man. I got these felonies. I shouldn't have been doing this, and I've been in juvenile hall. Therefore, I wasn't doing none of that. I was looking around like, man, I played myself, man. I played myself right into the hands of the BOP, and now I'm keeping somebody employed because their job is to turn a key to let me in and let me out, to make me stand up, to make me sit down, to make me walk here and walk there, to look at my butt crack, to look at my butthole, to strip me down, to dress me up. I'm somebody's dancing puppet right now. And I looked around and I played myself, man. But I wasn't claiming to be a victim. I wasn't marching around there talking about, oh, slavery brought me to prison. I wasn't saying, oh man, my mom did this, therefore I had to go do this. Nah, I just thought like, man, you know what? I wish I would have had a better mentor. I wish I would have been laced up a little bit better on the streets, man. That's all. And I got laced up in the pen. White cat, black cat, had Mexican friends, Korean friends, Asian friends, Jewish friends, Belizean friends, Jamaican friends, had friends from all cultures, man. I wouldn't discriminate, and I wouldn't like, oh man, you're white, man, I'm not Nah, man, white dude laced me up. Mexican homie, blessed me. Asian partner looked out for me. So it wasn't about race, man. When I talk about these videos and I use a point of reference, I'm just saying that certain things happen, therefore you got to get over it, and you can't sit around and pity party about it. But if you can see what's transpired throughout history, then why are you still acting stupid? Why are you still, bragging about if you got a body or if you can, shoot somebody? I mean, do you think like realistically, and older people know what I'm talking about, young people, I mean, realistically, man, if you have a reputation and you have a body, literally, do you think that you're going to be free for the rest of your life if somebody knows about that and they can prove it? Do you really think that? There's no statute of limitation on murder. You listen to a rap song, you got guys toting the guns and, oh man, and this and that, being ignorant. You think that you will run around for the rest of your life and that's just a badge and nobody's going to hurt you? Now, you got the victim's family, you got friends of the victim, you got the police, then you got your own homies who think you might tell. You got a bunch of people, man, that could take you down. And so making full circle, Big Herc, crying the victim. No, I'm trying to do a wake-up call, man. It's a wake-up call to these youngsters out here doing stupid stuff that listen to rap beyond entertainment purposes, because that's all it is entertainment. And therefore, if you don't pay attention to your actions, you will end up in places, man, you wish you never were. And that's what my video is all about. That's what the video was about. It wasn't about, my culture was in slavery too, this and that, and I'm white. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about black people being in slavery and that's why. No, it's about black people doing stupid shit right now to some degree, and then blaming the system or those out here who are perpetuating ignorance and then wondering why they get a certain result. And the thing is, we got to step outside the norm, what was considered the norm in certain places, and look at like, hey man, I'm gonna do something different. If these guys are doing something over here that's could possibly get me put in jail or shot, I gotta walk away from that. You gotta learn to be an individual. You gotta break the cycle. That's all I'm saying, is breaking the cycle, man. I was ostracized big time by people that look like me, by other blacks, because I talked a certain way, because I was always studying, because I didn't hang out, I didn't sit around, I had to deal with that. And, at times it could have almost been violent. And most of the violence was because of, from people that look like me, other brothers. So, believe me, man, I know you can't save everybody. And I'm not trying to be out here, no Captain Save-A-Ho, and think that I'm going to hold hands with all these different people and sing Kumbaya. Nah, man, I'm trying to holler at people who are gamed up, who are trying to get paper. And, right now I'm gamed up with Mexican homies. I got white homies. I got Persian homies. I got homies that are Hawaiian. I got homies that are Armenian. You know what I mean? It don't matter. I'm gamed up. I'm not running around no stupid ass dumb cats that are still talking about the block. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not inviting them to my crib. I'm not, trying to be somebody I'm not. So that's what I'm talking about. And like I said, it's I can't wake up everybody, but I can try to consciously create conversation so that some people will see the bigger picture and maybe be able to make a difference in their life. I'm in places where, I am usually the only black guy, and if I see another black guy, when I see one, I'm like, what's up? Just out of common courtesy. And so I'm not crying, oh man, he won't talk to me because, culturally, the slaves, they had ones in the house, ones in the field, and I'm just saying, no, he's a, funny style. That's all. And it's like, you see somebody, man, say what's up. If I see you around somewhere that I socialize at, I know that we have similar interests, man. I don't give a damn what race you are, I'm gonna say what's up. But I just pointed out a black guy because I'm like, when you acting funny, you acting funny. Nigga, you funny style. That's all. Plain and simple. But I'm not blaming the white race for the black situation. I'm not blaming the Asian culture for the black situation. And because there's, just like there's smart Asians, there's smart blacks. There's smart Africans. There's smart Irish people. There's smart German people. There's smart people in every culture. There's science that came from every race. All I'm saying is a lot of black people don't know shit about the history, but yet they run around here doing dumbass shit and then wonder why they get their heads cracked by the judicial system. That's all I'm saying. So if you have a little bit of knowledge, maybe you say, oh, well, you know what? Why am I toting this gun around? Why am I going around here doing drive-bys? Why am I, banging on these fools when, man, I could go out and really create something and be somebody that's, fluent in society, or somebody that's a game changer. If you put all the energy into this, put all the energy over here and see how much further that can take you. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not crying the blues. I'm not playing a race car. I'm not trying to feel sorry for myself. I've been through every aspect of the system, juvenile hall, California Youth Authority federal pen. I'm not out here, oh man, I need the government. I didn't even go ask for no government assistance, which they give to felons who have done X amount of time. You can get so much for being locked up because you're considered a mental imbecile. You're considered somebody who requires government assistance if you've done so much time. For those who don't know, you could actually, after you get out, within a certain amount of time, go get a check. I never asked for a check. I never asked for a handout. Never went down to the welfare office. Never got unemployment. Nah, man. I've been out here grinding. I'm not no little bitch. So when you want to talk about Big Herc crying, yeah, take that and put it up your butt cheeks. I ain't crying about nothing. I'm out here hustling. I'm out here trying to be positive, helping other people, man, who don't have somebody kicking them in the ass, telling them to quit crying and give them some real boss game, because a lot of them are running around here and they got no dads, they got no big brothers, they got no uncles, they got nobody. They just watching YouTube and playing video games. So Big Herc 916, holler at me for life coaching. I'm trying to put you up on game. You know, ain't about this crying, making excuses. It's about elevation and getting paper. And it don't matter what race you are. You can make money across the board. And you got to wake up and quit doing stupid stuff, first of all.